Hello, let's go ahead and get this orientation to VMware and Google Docs going. So we're going to begin the quiz. This is a X credit opportunity. We'll click on the link for using virtual machines. And here is our activity. And we'll go ahead and we'll open it in full screen mode. And it says, hey, VMware, the software we're going to be using, provides access to a virtual machine that has many applications not found on your computer, iPad, or phone. These software applications may be needed for class assignments. This hands-on tutorial will cover how to open VMware, open your Canvas course within VMware, open the specified file, save any images from your work into a Google Doc, and upload your work to Canvas. Let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to go ahead and just jump over into game mode, but you would do this first in tutorial mode, and then after finishing in tutorial mode, you would come back and click this game button to do it in game mode. Alright, let's get started. Let's open a new tab, and we're going to open up VMware, and you would type in view.miracosta.edu into this URL here. So there it would be typed. And it's recommended to go ahead and download the VMware Horizon client onto your computer, and then you would launch native client. That's going to give you a much better experience, but this tutorial assumes that that's not an option for you right now. So go with VMware Horizon HTML Access. You'll choose the standard student setup. It's up to you whether you want to do full screen or not. I'm just going to click next. We'll say OK. Log in. And this is a virtual machine that we would be using. It's not our computer. It's like a window looking onto a computer in a computer lab somewhere. So imagine there's all these different virtual computers, and ours would be like this virtual computer. Each time you log in with CertID, you get back your virtual computer with whatever files you happen to save on it. Okay, so we need to open up a web browser. Importantly, it's got to be a web browser running on this virtual machine. So it would be an error, a mistake to do this, because this would be opening a tab on our own device, whereas if I click here, it's going to open up this browser on our virtual machine. It's running in that virtual computer lab. Okay, so we're going to open up Canvas. So we're on the MiraCosta website. I'll click this dash and open Canvas and log in. And of course, there's always two-factor authentication. And then you'd open up your course. I'm just going to use something called demo course. This is the file eventually that we'll want to download, but and we'll have gotten to here by having opened up our Canvas course and come to this spot. So again, in that, here's our virtual machine. It has the Canvas browser up on it. When we download our file, it will be downloaded on this virtual machine, not our device, but on the virtual machine. Before we go any further, let's close our other Canvas course. We actually have Canvas open twice. We have it once on our device and once on our virtual machine. We don't need it on our device anymore, so we'll close it, keep it simpler. So now we just have Canvas in our virtual machine here. So let's download the file, and you click this little down arrow to download it. And here it is, so we'll click on it to open it. And at that point, you're off to the races with, using whatever software application you need on the virtual machine, like if it was SPSS or something else. Now, one of the challenges with virtual machines is that if you need to get an image off the virtual machine and back to your device, the copy-paste just doesn't work for that, sadly. Perhaps the easiest approach would be to use a screenshot program on your device just to take a picture of any image you need inside the virtual machine, and then just paste that screenshot wherever you want. It's less elegant, maybe you could edit the screenshot. It's less elegant. Another approach is you could copy that specific image and put it into a word processor, still kind of working within the virtual machine. And so that's the approach we'll explore. But if you just want to do a screenshot and of the virtual machine with the image you want, and then paste it into an application running on your own device, that's totally fine. Okay. So if you're going to copy it, as opposed to doing that screenshot option, if you're going to copy it, you would right-click here, and you would choose Copy. So now our virtual machine would have the image in its own copy-paste buffer. So it's not on your device, it's on the virtual machine. Then at this point we'll open up a new tab. We're going to use Google Docs for this activity to kind of paste that image in. It'll be our word processor. Notice I have it not here for the above word browser. So this web browser here has the VMware Horizon. This is running on our device. So if you open it here, it's not gonna work for you. It has to be this web browser running on our virtual machine. Okay, so we open it, and we'll go to the Google 3x3 grid of dots. I'm assuming you have a Google account, but you can create one if you don't. And remember, you can always do the screenshot option. So it says the goal is to create a Google document and then paste the image inside of it. When the assignment is done, the Google document will be downloaded to the virtual machine as a PDF. That PDF will then be uploaded to Canvas, and mission accomplished. So we're going to go to Drive, and log in with our credentials here. And then we'll create a new Google Doc. And here's where you right click so as to be able to paste the image. So the image is here, and you can add in, text, complete the assignment, all the other different things that are needed. You'll name the document so you can find it later in your Google Drive. Okay, now we need to download it to the virtual machine as a PDF. So we can then upload it to Canvas. So I clicked the little file, go to download, I clicked on it, and then clicked on PDF. So now it's downloaded. Now last time you just clicked on the file to open it, but here we're going to do something a little bit more sophisticated. We're going to click on this little upward facing caret, this little up arrow, and it gives us options. What would we like to do? We want it to show it to us in the folder. The reason why is I want to know where is this file that I'm downloading from Google Docs on the virtual machine. So I can see it's on the desktop. Okay, so I'm back in Canvas. The assignment is done. I'm ready to submit it. All right, so I'm going to click on Start Assignment, then Upload File, choose File. So it's showing me the files in my Documents folder on the virtual machine. I'm going to switch over to Desktop. Here's my homework file, the PDF. I click on it, click Open, and now it's selected. I'll say Submit Assignment, and I'm done. Having finished this, I'll go ahead and close this browser window inside of the virtual machine. I'm going to close my desktop folder that I opened up earlier. I'm going to go ahead and close the application that I was using. And I'm all done. So I'm now actually going to also close the browser window with the virtual machine in it, so that I'm just going to be left with just my own device here. So it says, congratulations. To get the completion code, click on the next button below. And so here's where I'm going to put in my passcode. So my passcode is right here, 5255. So I'll just remember that, 5255. 5255. Click OK. My completion code is 343. So that's my answer, 343. Now I'm done, and then go ahead and respond to any other questions on the quiz. Take care.